Hey everyone, by crikey, TGIF it is again. Oh my goodness, didn't I just say that 2 days ago? Friday, absolutely fabulous to have you along. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, WORIMI, not War on My First Nations people. So thank you for joining me. Okay, and your guides, and the universal energies. Now, I know I'm really late on today. I do apologise for that. Walked down to the post office this morning, found there was some big parcels in my post office box, not in my post office box, but behind the counter. Fortunately, ran into a lovely friend down at the post office who drove the parcels home for me while I walked home. And we had a lovely conversation. So that was really fabulous. And then by the time I got home and poured my first coffee, Susan, Lynn, and Kevin were on a live chat. So hopped on there, and while I was doing that, was chatting away, reading emails and chatting away to my local soothsayer. So I've booked in to see her on Friday next week. She's actually taking a couple of weeks off. So obviously there's something happening at the moment where we're sort of feeling a couple of weeks and then all will be right. Now, at the post office, absolute huge thank you. So Sarah, now this is not a prompt for people to send me anything. I have a lot of stuff. Oh, also mentioning Valerie, who is my artist. I haven't hung the other one up yet. I'll do that early next week. Valerie Maud is the artist, original artworks, but she can't ship to the US. The cost is just so prohibitive. I know when I had to ship a couple of artworks home from my mum's that my daughter specifically wanted, or my mum wanted me to have. I think there were 3, and they weren't that big, but 3 artworks. $1,200 to get from New Zealand to back to Australia. So sadly, she can't. Well, she could, but the cost is just absolutely too prohibitive. Okay, so Sarah from Seattle, thank you so much. I was only talking yesterday that I needed get some more tarot cards, and absolutely, absolutely love them. I haven't opened them yet, but I think they'll be getting a looky over the weekend. And just a beautiful little notebook here, and a gorgeous rose quartz with a dragonfly on it. So, yep, absolutely. Sarah from Seattle, thank you so much for those. And then I have to say a huge thank you as well to Georgia from Halifax. Halifax, love Halifax for this beautiful entertainment only that she has sent me all the way from Canada. Now, I am definitely going to have to reorganize my bookshelf this weekend. So thank you so much for those beautiful gifts. Now, they're also in the post office box. I'll just pop them over there. Was a parcel with a couple of memory foam pillows in it. Might be ordered by my daughter, I'm not exactly sure, but if you sent me some memory foam pillows, I shall absolutely give you a huge thank you on Monday. Righto, where do I want to go today? Interestingly enough, okay, so there was a press conference, media release, whatever it is, some footage, let me just call it footage, put out supposedly of Net. You know who I'm talking about, the Yahoo, claiming that that the is not real did not drag the US into what's happening over in that neck of the woods at the moment. I do apologise if it's all Cody. I hate this Cody thing, but it's for the censors. And I noticed since I called them out the other day, my views have quadrupled, if not 4 times as much as they were previously. So that's really, really interesting. But anyhow, this footage that was put out, it also then claimed that the US did not hit the gas fields in Iran, that it is not real that did it, which is contradicting the orange idiot. And I do apologise if you take offence of that, but he is orange and he is an idiot. contradicting the Orange Idiot's claims that it was the US that had done that strike. What I did notice about that media footage was that it was a very close shot. No hands, didn't show his hands. I was looking at his shirt and ears on slow-mo to see if I could see anything there, but I do believe that um, AI has particular difficulty with hands. So I'm just going to quickly ask. I've grabbed my yes no cards. Let's have another look. He was down as the keynote speaker for the Global Anti-Globalist Please CPAC meeting in Hungary this weekend, but was removed yesterday. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Just using the yes no cards, 12 yes, 12 no's, and 2 blanks. And my question that I was asking, was it actually a current, like a real net? And then that's popped out. But I will ask verbally so you can hear me. Okay, was that media footage a live and breathing version of net? Was it a live and breathing version of net? Blank. Okay. Let's see, was it okay, maybe I'm just asking the question. I see there are blank cards and there are no cards and there are yes cards, but let's have a look. Okay, it's probably the wrong way. Okay, was the actual media footage that was put out an AI footage? Was it AI footage? Had it been artificially altered? Had the footage been altered? Right, I'm getting a no and a yes, and then a blank again. Okay. How do I ask this question? Let's just ask: Is the Yahoo healthy? Is the Yahoo healthy? Let's ask. No. No. Oh, no, yes, but no. I'm going to go with the no. I'm going to go with the no because usually it's just the one card. So I'm going to go no, he's not healthy. I'm just going to stick by what I got the other day where the pendulum was adamant. I'd asked off screen and then asked on screen, and he was not upright. So I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? Okay, let's get started onto the nitty-gritty. Okay, Malaysia has come out and has cancelled the US tariff agreement. It's the first country to do so. So the ART agreement, which was the agreement that Malaysia struck with the Orange Idiot in October last year to reduce the tariffs that had been put on Malaysia. Apparently it was, you know what he was like, 47%. And then, oh no, we downed it to 29%. And then after the agreement was signed, it was 19%. In return, Malaysia granted the US a wider market access and several policy concessions to the Malaysian markets. Now, since the Supreme Court overturned the reciprocal tariff policy, the Malaysian government has basically come out and said, well, if that portion of the agreement was unlawful, then the agreement, the concessional market access agreement, no longer stands. So they've pretty much torn up their agreement with the US. So I want to have a look. Actually, I didn't even get the cards out for this, but let's have a look. Is this okay? Sorry. Let me scoot over on my rolly chair. Okay, let me ask, is this the... I'm going to have to look. The 2 cards that got stuck in the box that I just pulled out, it's end. We are in ending stages. Now, I am also going to point out that we are watching the collapse of an empire in slow motion, and I do apologize if I am talking. You guys know what I'm talking about. This this empire, this mythology of what the US thought it was, which goes back to the history that is taught in schools, and the belief by some that they are the bestest of everything, biggest and bestest. This mythology of this empire is collapsing in slow motion. I'm just going to put it out there that there is going to be no cavalry that rides over the hills. There will be information that comes from overseas, but no external country is going to come to remove this regime. It has to happen from within the United States. There's only so much that the overseas countries can do. It has to come from we the people. Now, I completely understand that for so many in the US, because we are at this significant ending stage, for so many in the US, you're working 3 jobs, you've got no health care, you've got a family to look after. There is, living in your car and wondering where your next meal's going to come from, all of this just awful, awful situation. But you've also got to remember that peasants from the French Revolution were starving, literally starving in the streets and dying in the streets while the oligarchs of the day were wining and dining and living it up. And very similar with the Russian Revolution. So the reason why it's so hard is we're having to go through these lessons that are getting harder and harder until it pretty much reaches breaking point. So just know, oh boy, I know I'm preaching to the converted here, so I'll hop off my little soapbox and move on to these trade deals. So every country's made them, including Australia, and I'm pretty sure the penguins on Marshall Island have signed something and they've, inked their flipper onto a piece of paper. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's have a look. The trade deals. Is Malaysia just the first? Is it going to start? Is Malaysia taking this action going to start a, how do I put it, a rush of trade deals being torn up? Is it going to start other countries tearing up? Yeah, okay, you want to stop there. Okay, before I go any further as well, please, those in northern Queensland with Cyclone Narelle, it has hit land, 250 km/h winds. Please stay safe. Please follow the instructions of the authorities, of the services that will be doing their best to look after you. I also just want to mention one of my lovely viewers emailed me. They live near a military base that is supposedly now I can't remember whether it's within the US or overseas, but where those military personnel that are no longer amongst the living are processed, and they mentioned that they are that Air Force base is extremely busy. I can't remember whether they live near it or they had a family member there. It was an email from yesterday, and boy, I get a lot of emails. So that's okay, but I want to have a look. Is this going to start? Start. Okay, there's that emperor. Now you guys saw me put it back randomly. So here's this decaying emperor as the signifier, the my way or the highway, the one that wants to be in control. Here he is, front and center as the signifier card. What is going to challenge him are the trade deals that he potentially signed. But I see this as one falling after another. So the challenge for him are these trade deals that he made. Right. What's at the energy that they're stewing in at the moment is, well, secrets are being revealed, but there's just now I was going to say hidden agendas, but it's not. There is behind the scenes discussions going on between other countries. So this is about what's happening behind the scenes. It's not to do with the orange idiot. This is okay, really drawn. I know it's the Torah she's got in her hand, but I'm really drawn to this piece of paper that is looking like a contract. So this is very much about contracts being negotiated behind the scenes that has not yet taken effect. In the past, we got the Queen of Wands. I'm going to call that Malaysia. I don't know who the leadership of Malaysia is, whether they have feminine energy in charge or a female in charge. I should probably look up. But this is the announcement coming, okay, from Malaysia. Crowning this reading, Ace, which is a yes. Sword of Truth, cutting through. Brutal truth, harsh truth, reality. Yeah, other countries are simply going to walk away. Eight of Cups, walking away. We've got this Queen of Swords here in the external energy, so new strategies happening behind the scenes for me. Kings are externally doing, queens are internally doing. A lot of feminine energy here as well. Internally, I think they're just going to be pow, 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 pow. Come in like ballistic missiles. Okay. Hopes and fears, the unbalanced relationships here. And the outcome is Page of Swords, something new being brought forward. The Empress that will bring new abundance for those that are looking for more stable partners. This Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles is about stability of government, of stability of financial relations, for those that are seeking out more financial stability. Now, this is not going to go. We've got Two of Pentacles here. Trying to juggle the agreements on the back foot, trying to defend. So I suspect the Emperor's not going to be happy about this, but they are going to hold. Beaten up, bullied, but standing firm, standing determined with that Nine of Wands. And we've got the Strength card there, standing there in strength. They're going to have a victory in regards to this. It may go to the international legal courts, but I think Malaysia are going to have a victory. And here we've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Three aces, so all new beginnings. Oh, at the bottom, Tower card. Right. Built on shaky foundations and literally going to fall apart. A harsh truth is coming for those that connected themselves with the devil. More countries, so this is the third queen that's out, again, feminine energy. More countries are going to look at their agreements, and I think they're going to pull out. Three of Swords, Three of Wands. Looking at other options, feeling betrayed and looking at other options. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be the first of many that as countries are looking for more stable trading partners rather than just the whim of a post on an untruth social account. Okay, how's the orange idiot going to take this news? Old Art of the Steel himself. How is the orange idiot going to take this news? I don't think he's. Oh, well, let's see. Okay. You're not happy at all. Four of Coins. Trying to hold on to what is. I don't think he's happy at all, actually. Where's my bribe money type thing? Oh, speaking of which, there was a report that came out that someone from within the Saudi, I'll call government, but it's more an administration, basically leaked it out and said we paid all this money to Kush for bribery for, oh, look who's on the bottom, the Emperor. And this is what's happened, we pretty much won our money back. But yeah, came out and accused. Now, I haven't been able to verify it or not, but we know. Anyhow, so trying to hang on to what is, look at the expression on the face, not happy about it. This is, my precious, oh, whatever. Um, the challenge is the money that was supposed to come in from these trade deals not coming in. Okay. We're going to get it. The energy it's in is some sort of announcement from the White House with that Four of Wands, because I think this action by Malaysia took them by surprise. Again, it's the fact that now that the bully has been outed, they don't have any power. And I think it's like, what? Malaysia? What? How dare they? I think it took them by surprise. Here's this Ace of Wands. How's the orange twerp going to take it? Well, new plan, big stick. Let's see how it goes. Oh, there's that Ace of Cups again. New partnerships, new plans, new partnerships, a lot happening very quickly, and coming together in unity. And then the Ace of Swords again, same cards, different order. Okay. And there's that in the same place. Same cards, different order. Okay, I think he's going to threaten legal action, or the regime is going to threaten legal action on the international courts, but I don't think it's going to hold. I don't think it's going to hold. To me, this is very much about these other countries making other deals, moving on with new plans, coming together in unity. But this is also a 10 card, so it could be internally the end of unity as well, the end of the agreements, and then we have the legal action starting up. Okay, on the bottom we've got the Emperor, we've got Malaysia, we've got Justice, we've got the Sun, and we've got the Judgment card. So I think it's going to go to an international court where there's going to be some things exposed about the tactics of the regime that might not be, might wake up a few others that are involved. Now, remembering also Indonesia pulled out of the Orange Idiots boring board of peace, because you don't set up a board of peace and then start a conflict. And, they've pulled out, so I suspect there's some of that going to happen too. I hope they got their money back. The inability to harvest, the infighting, but we've got here the independent country standing firm, protecting itself in the face of just finding new path forward. Okay. So I think, I bet this is going to go to the international court, going to be watched very closely by other countries. Is Indonesia going to? I think it pretty much has, because if the basis of the deal is considered null and void, which is the tariffs, then surely the deal does not stand up. How's this going to play out for Malaysia? For Malaysia, how is this trade deal, pulling out of this trade deal? If it goes to the courts, how's it going to go for Malaysia? Because it's going to be very closely watched by other countries. Now, apparently, Iran has come out and said that ships can pass through the strait as long as they're nothing to do with the US is not real. But they have to pay for the oil in UN rather than here's a victory. It's going to be hard going though. It is being looked at closely rather than in the petrodollar. Okay, but let's have a look. How's this? If Malaysia, if the regime takes Malaysia to the international court about this trade deal, how's it going to play out for them? Okay, we've got the ending of the happy families. We've got the emotionally mature ruling. There's that Ten of Wands again. Overreach is what I'm getting. Overreach causing restriction and being brought to an end. How's it going to play out for Malaysia? I think the international courts might stand up for Malaysia in this one. Okay, yeah, being stopped, looked at carefully, something not yet revealed, so some sort of hidden agenda not yet revealed. So this could be, I'm getting the word blackmail. But it's not even just the public version of the blackmail, you know, we'll reduce your tariffs if you sign this deal. It's other. There's something else that's going to be presented that has not yet been seen that is in regards to this deal. Stealing, lying, right, here's the King of Swords and the gift from the past. So I'm going to say that this is the court case being brought forward. And there's something here where I'm getting there was an actual personal financial handover that will get revealed. Oh boy. There's the military, there's the Ten of Swords, and there's Malaysia's independence being restored. And investigation underway, harsh truth being brought forward, and secrets being revealed. Okay, and we've got dark money. Dark money and the devil. And the devil that is in the White House. Okay, I am getting from that, and what my guides are telling me, I will learn one day just to purely channel. That'll be interesting. What I'm getting from that is that there was an under-the-table deal that was demanded in exchange for this official deal. Is that right? Is what I'm getting right? Was there an under-the-table deal demanded, like blackmail or bribery or something? I'm going to say yes. Shipping, Six of Swords, something, you know, a nightmare, swords hanging over, and then we've got the throwing under the bus. Now, and then we've got this judgment moment, and then we've got the treason card. No, something that someone, you know, feather my nest, and I'm not giving it back energy with that Four of Pentacles. I was going to say I hadn't got a single pentacle, but there it is, that one that we got as the very first card at the very beginning. And then the Tower. The Tower. So yeah, if the US, I'm not even going to say the US, if the regime takes Malaysia to the international court in regards to this, there is going to be information about money, and I'm going to say bribery or blackmail, entertainment only, allegedly is just what my cards and my guides are picking up, of I'm just going to say a brown paper bag type scenario. And if you're wondering what a brown paper bag is, it's about, you know, well, what's in the brown paper bag. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Let's see how it goes. Love to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.